friends, it's Sandy from Thai Charm here. Today I'm sharing my favorite tips and tricks for making perfect flying geese using the 4 at a time method. Start by marking a diagonal line on the back of all of your small squares. Now place 2 small squares on the opposing corners of the larger square, right side together. Sew a 1/4 inch on both sides of the line. Cut along the line and then press the seams open to reveal the heart-shaped unit. Next, add another small square to the unit, right sides together, and sew a 1/4 inch on both sides of the line before cutting down the center. Repeat with the remaining unit. Press all the seams open and we're going to trim our flying geese. This is what it should look like after trimming with a 1/4 inch seam allowance above the tip. When you trim your block, line up the 45-degree line on your ruler with the diagonal seam of the block and make sure there is a 1/4 inch seam allowance above the tip before you trim. This helps keep your points sharp and your blocks consistent, which is essential when you assemble your quilt. After trimming, here's a little tip when sewing your flying geese into a block. Try sewing slightly above the tip of the point rather than right on top of it. In this tutorial, the difference might be minimal because I'm using a lightweight woven that has a softer, smoother feel than standard quilting cotton. But when you're working with thicker or more textured fabrics, you can lose a bit of that point if you sew directly on it. Sewing just a thread or 2 above the tip helps keep those points nice and sharp once everything is pressed. I hope you find this helpful. You can use these blocks in the modern migration wall hanging or the reflection quilt from my book, The Patchwork Companion by C&T Publishing. Have fun making your perfect flying geese.